Okay, so we just get the word that Derek Dooley will officially be announced as the next head football coach at the University of Tennessee. So a lot of you may be asking yourself, who is Derek Dooley? Well, I can tell you what I know about him. I know he is the son of former Georgia legend Vince Dooley. He was just recently head coach at Louisiana Tech, where he had a losing record for 3 years. He did take the team to a bowl game a couple of years ago and actually got them their first bowl win, I believe, in school history. He graduated from law school, I believe, at Virginia. He's a Virginia graduate. From what I'm hearing and from what I've read thus far about the guy, he has a lot of ties down south. He was Nick Saban's recruiting coordinator at LSU when he was there, and we know that team won a national championship. So he coached under Nick Saban for 6 years, I believe, 4 at LSU and 2 at Miami. So we know what Saban's done. And if this guy was his recruiting coordinator, I would have to say he must have done a stellar job. First thing I want to say is for all of the Tennessee fans to get behind this guy. Please, for the love of God, get behind him. The last thing he needs to do is come up here and see a lot of Tennessee fans crying because he's their new head coach. We got to get behind this guy, show him we support him, and show him what it's all about to be a Tennessee Volunteer. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. Trying to find a coach at this particular time of the year is next to impossible. David Cutcliffe turned the job down because Mike Hamilton wouldn't let him bring his entire staff over from Duke. Can't fault Hamilton for that. I would like to have seen Cutcliffe be our coach, but he had an agenda, and his agenda included his entire staff, and Hamilton didn't want that. So what I think this means is that Kippy Brown may get to stay. A lot of the guys that are left here probably are going to get to stay. So we'll find out. But more importantly, the most important thing out of all of this is that this guy get in here and get after these recruits that we've already got committed, get after the ones that are still considering Tennessee. And if I'm him, I'm going after those guys that followed Kiffin, and I'm going to try and get them back here. Recruiting is recruiting, and Mr. Dooley, do what you got to do. Just don't break the rules. His dad, everybody in the Southeastern Conference and college football knows all about Vince Dooley. Vince Dooley was a legend at Georgia, won a lot of games, won a national championship for that team. So this Derek Dooley guy at least has good bloodlines. And I welcome him. Come in here and kick some butt, Mr. Dooley. This Vol fan is behind you. So, that said, we've got a coach, it appears. Go Big Orange, and we'll see what happens this year. It's all you can do. We'll see what happens. I'm behind you. Go Big Orange.